welcome to Blytheway Business News. On this edition, we're joined by Ryan McDermott, Chief Executive of Phoenix Copper. Phoenix is listed on two markets. It's on the AIM market in London with a ticker of PXC. Also, though, international viewers, we're listed on the New York OTC exchange with PXCLF as the ticker. The company in London terms has a market capitalization of around £28 million sterling. Phoenix is based out in Idaho, where they've got a wonderful polymetallic deposit of copper, gold, silver and zinc. I'm going to be asking Ryan questions about all of that. Ryan, welcome back on the show. You've had some very positive developments at the Empire property. You've also produced some very exciting results from the Navarre Creek. Am I saying that right? Navarre Creek?
Yes, you are, Tim.
The Navarre Creek Gold Project. So let's start with the updated economic model. What can you give us on that?
You bet. Well, we're continuing to optimize our economic model at Empire. That will include recovery of all four metals that you mentioned before: copper, zinc, gold, and silver. We're also continuing with some metallurgical test work. Things are slow for obvious reasons, but we are getting through it, and everything's good news so far.
Well, thanks, Ryan. But the Navarre Creek Gold Project is new for Phoenix and for investors. Could you give us a quick overview, a bit more detail on what it is and where it is, please?
You bet. Well, it's located about 4 miles to the northwest of the Empire deposit. It sits off of the Empire block and in the Chalice volcanic field. Chalice volcanics are known for a number of deposits in central Idaho, including Thompson Creek Moly, the former Hecla Grouse Creek gold mine, and numerous other small plays over the last 100 years. The volcanics there are silicic, they're very quartz rich, so they make a good host for epithermal gold and silver deposits. We've seen that in the surface sampling, and we see a good trace element suite that goes along with that, and that suite is consistent with volcanic hosted deposits elsewhere in the world. We're also excited because we have a footprint of over 2,400 acres. Gives us a lot of room to work and a lot of possible targets.
I called it the Navarre Creek Gold Project. I may have misspoken. Is it purely gold, or is this again another polymetallic discovery?
Well, we have gold and silver results in the assays. We also have one location there where it appears Paleozoic sediments and a small magnetite skarn are poking through the surface of the volcanics, but it's a very small outcrop, certainly a target for geophysics and a target for drilling. And I'm excited to see what the results from that specific area turn out to be.
Okay. Now, it's a very special project, Ryan. We've talked about it in the past with, as we just said, you've got copper, zinc, gold, silver. I mean, you're at that point now in Phoenix's development where you're edging ever closer towards production. So you must be very pleased by the movement in the commodity markets. The prices are going up. That must give you a lot more confidence.
It does. Every uptick in the price of metals certainly helps our economics.
I was going to ask you, what's the next planned steps for the next few months with Navarre Creek?
Yeah, well, we need to let the snow melt right now, which typically happens by April or May. And as soon as the snow is melted enough that we can gain access to the whole property, and it's a 2,400 acre property package, then I'll have a geophysical crew on site. That will help us narrow down drill targets further. And then the plan is to drill probably late summer 2021.
All right. So Ryan, before you leave us, just give us a quick recap. What should investors be looking out for, not only with Empire, but with Navarre Creek in, let's say, the first half of 2021?
In the first half of 2021, we will be issuing an economic analysis on Empire. As I said before, at Navarre Creek, we just need to wait until the snow melts to get started with the remainder of the field work there for this year. But again, that's typically the April or May timeframe in a normal winter. That gives us a couple of months to get contractors together and get our plans together, and then we can hit the ground running.
Ryan, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you in the coming weeks and months as you update us on what's going on. Hope you survive the snow. Stay warm. That was Ryan McDermott, Chief Executive of Phoenix Copper, telling us about these fabulous polymetallic operations they have out there in Idaho. That's all from Blytheway Business News. Thanks for watching.